Hi, everyone, and welcome to this long anticipated episode of Finance on Your Terms. I am so excited to be back. It's been a few months, and I've got a couple exciting announcements to share with you today. So let's go ahead and get started. Number one, logo right here. I have, a few months ago, broken off from my old firm and actually, long time coming, big dream of mine, started my own financial advisory firm called Omni Wealth Management. So first off, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there that has supported me through this transition. We're going to talk about that in a little bit, but it has been a transition. A lot of learning experience, but so excited for what the future holds with this new venture. So that's great. I'm happy to be back. And when I mean back, that's what I'm talking about. Finance on your terms. I'm so excited to finally get to do these videos again, and I want to pick them up right where we left off. For those of you that haven't joined us in Finance on your terms before, Finance on your terms is a great way to just get small little snippets of information, maybe some helpful tools, tips, tricks, whatever you want to call it, just a little educational piece on things that can help you with your financial goals. Now, with that being said, for those of you that have seen Finance on Your Terms before, this may look a little bit different. I wanted to change it up a bit. And by that, the past videos, not only have I had some trouble in the past with lighting and audio and all that, hopefully we've got some of that corrected, I'm learning, but I'm also not standing in front of a TV screen right now. I wanted to get closer to the camera, get a little bit more personal, it just feels more right this way. Whereas before, when I was standing in front of the TV, it was like professor in front of a PowerPoint presentation or whatever it was. This, again, just feels right. So with that being said, let's get to the topic for today. The topic that I chose actually has to deal with my transition, and it is the essence of financial planning. What the heck am I talking about? Well, if we go back a few months when I started this transition, and let me tell you, the first couple months were stressful. Oh my gosh. I've lost probably years of my life, but it was worth it. But man, they were stressful, and I don't want to ever go through that again. But I know the efforts were worth it. Well, why were they stressful? Well, not only is it a big deal to change jobs or start a new business or whatever you're doing with a big change in your life, that can be a big stressor on you. But life has a tendency to throw you some curveballs, and it certainly did that to me. Now, what am I talking about? Well, throughout the transition, there was this big market correction. It was caused by this pandemic that started out. I don't know. It had a weird name. I don't know. Hold on. I can't remember it, but it was this weird name. Anyway, the pandemic was a big deal in and of itself, continues to be a big deal, led to quarantine, led to other market volatility, so it was a little chaotic. And all of that was thrown on everything that comes with a normal transition. So that was intense, but we made it through, kinda. We're still dealing with a lot of it. But going back to the point, the essence of financial planning is dealing with exactly those types of situations. The unknown. Having a financial plan will in no way, shape, or form prevent those curveballs from happening. But the fact that you have a plan in place, that's the key. Having a plan in place for all of your financial goals, whether they're short-term or long-term, means that as those curveballs are thrown at you, we have the ability to adapt because we know what target we're aiming for. If we don't know where we're going, how can we adjust when things get in our way, when we have hurdles to adapt and overcome? So if we don't know where we're going, we can't adapt. But having a financial plan sets those targets in place. It could be something short-term, maybe paying for a down payment for a house, or buying a car, or longer-term, child's education, retirement 20 years down the road, or whatever it may be in your situation. It doesn't matter what the goal is, but having a plan in place, having some strategies and some small steps to get us to those bigger goals means that when life says, nope, we've got this added expense, or we've got this unemployment, or we've got anything else that may throw your way, we know some of the small steps that we can adjust, okay, in order to make up for those bigger accomplishments or those bigger goals that we're trying to attain. So that is why we plan when it comes to our finances. It can be low tech, it can be high tech, whatever it is, get a plan in place. And that's what I'm hoping to help you with these videos and with my new venture, Omni Wealth Management, is provide you some not only tools, but even just things to think about. Things to think about along that route that you may not have thought of before. But here's where I need your help. I need your help to come up with all the topics. What in your life has changed over the past 2-3 months with all of this chaos? And going forward, what are you doing to adapt? Or what do you need from me to help you adapt to these new situations? What do you need from me to help you with your financial goals? So please, 2 things. Send me all that information, send me those topics, and then share the video. Please share the love, because the more people that see this, the more people we can help, and that is truly what's important to me. So very, very excited. If I hadn't mentioned before, if I don't seem like it, to have these videos back, happy to have the new situation. We're going to have more guests on. We're going to have more topics. These weekly videos are starting up again. So please tune in, give me your feedback, and I will see you next week for another episode on Finance on Your Terms.